Good morning. Come on in. It's a studio session outside the studio. This morning we're here in the middle of the store, in the middle of our Rethunk Junk Paint by Laura display, because I sold 2 of our paint display cabinets on Saturday. They were beautiful cabinets and exactly what she was looking for. So how could I tell her no? They were beautiful cabinets and they were very well painted and they lasted a long, long time. But while she saw, our customer saw an opportunity for new bookshelves for her home, I saw a new opportunity for a paint cabinet for our Rethunk Junk Paint home. Welcome to Two Girls Treasure. I'm Diane Pruitt. If you did not see the video, I took this cabinet apart Saturday evening, and in 20 minutes, because that's all the time I had, I completely prepped the outside and put an entire full coat of power primer for pesky projects on the whole piece. And why did I power prime it? This is a dark wood. It's an old wood, and when I prepped it, there was a lot of nicotine coming off. So we needed to seal that up. And while putting paint on a lot of times after you prep sort of takes care of some of the problems you may have with surface oils and dirts and nicotines from old furniture, sometimes it doesn't. And depending on the color that you paint with, you could experience problems either immediately or down the line with bleed through, breakthrough, and we don't want that. Not on this cabinet. This is a display, and this is how we're showing off how amazing our Rethunk Junk Paint is. Well, in order to do that, I went ahead after I prepped and I put an entire coat of gray power primer on the outside. Now, this is where I put some of my overage. Let's get started. I've got my paint colors picked out. Let's turn this baby around and I'll see if I can scoot you back just a little bit. And that's as far as we've got. Hang on. There we go. This is a heavy, big cabinet. Thank the Lord that it's on wheels. Now, I'm not in my regular setup, so if I knock something over, I'm really sorry. There we go. It's huge, y'all. That's a big cabinet. Let's get started. I'm gonna go from top to bottom, so let's see if I can get you raised up a little bit so you can see while we work the top side. It's hard to go into a different location in the store. That should get us done. There we go. There we go. All right. I grabbed 3 colors and some stencils. 4 colors and some stencils. I got my bronze metallic because I want to do some detail work. I got linen, I got marigold, and I want to base it all in wheat field. Let's grab a paintbrush and let's get started. I'm going to dip it in my bucket of water and tamp it off just a little bit. And let's see how much we can get done in our 30 minutes this morning. I know I stayed around longer last week. Sorry to have my back to you, but if you have any questions about the primer, please drop your questions in the comments section. I know forever in 10 days we've said no primer necessary, but Laura and Tom listened to us and recognized that sometimes there are just projects we work on that are very problematic. And the only way we had to overcome that was to buy another brand product. Well, if you have everything you need all at one stop and it's more cost effective, then that's all you're gonna need. That's all you're gonna need. Our Rethunk Junk paint products, our power primer for pesky projects, which this is one of, then we have everything you need all in one stop. So let's get some wheat field on this baby and give some seasonal feel goods to our paint display. I'm going to go ahead and set my little step stool up. There we go. So I have a place to set that paint down. This is just a little bit over my head, but it's a great cabinet. I also have my handy spray bottle of water. Why do I have this? Just because I like the way it finishes my work. It gives me a little bit of moisture so I can move that paint without dragging it. Leaving drag marks is bad. If you start working that paint and it's drying, it'll leave drag marks and it'll make a mess. All right, we're getting done quick. I think I have paint on my forehead too. So I'm going to tip you down right here. I don't have one of my rolly chairs, so I'll be on the floor. If I can't get up, y'all come get me. We bowled for 2 hours yesterday. My arms are tired, y'all. They're strong, but they're tired. 2 hours is about 30 minutes too long. Here we go. Not hard, is it? And it goes right over that primer so smoothly, so cleanly, and so evenly. I'm kind of impressed, y'all, because I'm not a I have time to prime it person. You know that. I need to get it done. My hardest problem is leaving it alone and letting it cure up. And we're gonna have a tough time letting this cure up because my paint's in the floor, so we're gonna have to get this up quick like. But just like that, we've got a beautiful coat of wheat field on one side. I'm not trying to cover in one coat. I know my primer counts as one coat, but it really doesn't because it is not my color. And I'm not trying to cover with my color in one coat. I'm going to come back and touch this up again. But we're going to let it dry first. And then when it dries second, we're going to do some stenciling. I love that. When was the last time you used wheat field? Did you know it was such a beautiful, rich color? And even though it goes for more of your fall projects, you know, this color goes anytime. This color goes anytime. It looks great. That's fantastic coverage. I'm going to turn the fan on high. And we'll tip it toward that paint and let it dry. I'm going to spin it around. Bear with me. Oh, she's heavy. she's a big old cabinet too. We'll touch these edges right here, top and bottom, when we finish the sides. Here we go. Just spin it on around. My fan needs to be on the other end, doesn't it? Yes. There we go. Oof. This side has some architecture to it. I love the trim work that it has. There we go, you're straight. Sorry, I don't mean to be bobbling you around so much this morning, but you know, when you're out of your space, when you're in a different place, it's hard to get settled, isn't it? Hard to get it settled. But look how beautiful that cabinet is. Let's see how quickly we can get this color on. Let me go back. Do 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 do. Here we go. Here we are. Good morning, y'all. Lisa, you're not wrong. I love these natural colors. They're beautiful. All right, let's get a little mist on here, not a lot. We're not trying to run the paint. We just want it to move smoothly. I'm gonna cut in right there around that edge. And then we'll level the paint out. Keep our brush strokes smooth and even. I need my miracle brush for this, and fortunately, I brought one. Let's see where I put it. Right here. Gotta have a miracle brush because that's just what it does. That's the job it does. All right, let's go ahead and frame this out real quick. And we'll touch the inside. And if you can hear my Roy Orbison, I don't own the rights to this music, but it is the best music in the world, so we're listening to it this morning. Don't buy the music from me. I'm not selling it. Buy the paint from me. I'm selling that. But the cool thing is, even though I'm going with sort of a brownish tone, goldenrod tone color, I don't have to worry about anything bleeding back through now. This color is going right straight over that power primer. That power primer is doing its job. I'm so thankful, because otherwise, you know what I would have done? I would have tough topped it first. What's the difference between doing one coat of something and one coat of the other? You know what? One full coat is one full coat. Doesn't matter what the product is that you're using, you're still using product. But when it's a bonding and a binding, that's a whole different story. These cabinets that we use for our paint product take a lot of use. A lot. Like even more than your kitchen cabinets. Because not only do our customers look at our colors, but we shake the paint, we move the inventory, we get new in, we slide it across the shelves without even thinking twice about it. So whatever we put on has to stand up to the use and abuse we're going to give it. Not that we're abusing our furniture. Not that it's that. Now let's go ahead and get our miracle brush out. Let's get this architecture colored in. This is going to be a beautiful display cabinet, y'all. I'm kind of excited about it. I didn't really want to sell my paint cabinets, or didn't really have time for all this, but I'm glad I'm taking the time because it's a good change. And our customer was really happy. So we can't be mad about that. They loved our paint. They loved our painted cabinets. There we go. Boom, that's looking good. All right, let's swap back. And let's tip it down. You ready? Hey. There we go. Don't hesitate to use your power primer if you have any question that you might have a surface that's not going to cooperate with you. If it has nicotine, and even on the back of the jar it says mold and mildew, and I'm like, seriously? Yeah, it'll seal that. It'll stop it. It'll inhibit it. It does all the things. It does all the things that Tom Whitlow would want a primer to do if it had Laura's name on it, which it does, because he adores his wife. And when he creates a product for her to provide, it's going to be the best it can be, and it's going to do all the things. Y'all know what I say about Tom Whitlow, right? Most of us get jewelry and flowers. Laura got an entire paint line. Now that right there, that's some love. That looks so good. All right, swamperoo. Let's do our architecture. Now, while it doesn't take me so long to do the entire cabinet, it'll take me a little bit longer when I get ready to do the inside. That's a whole other story right there. But in the fashion of creating a cabinet with the Inspired by Nature collection, we will, here we go, we'll paint the inside cabinet shelves with our complementary colors. Now I'm going to spin this back around, and we're going to, I don't want any runs or drips, so I'm checking my ridges and my edges, y'all, because I don't want to go back later and fix anything. I want to be done with it when I'm done with it. That looks good. All right, let me spin it back forward. Whew. I'm so thankful this is on wheels. I am so thankful this is on wheels. And just like that, let's trim in these edges while we let those sides dry well. It's real humid today. I may not get to the stencils and the complementary colors, but that's okay. That gives us something to work on today, because I can't wait until tomorrow to do this. I've got to get this finished today. Too much paint in the floor. We've got a shipment coming in on Wednesday that we've got to be ready for. You're going to want that. You're going to want that. And we have some really great products in stock. We're going to do bundle offers on our wooden pumpkins this weekend. Saturday is our Family Harvest Festival here at the market. Bring the kids. Let them paint a pumpkin. Let them play the games. Ride the rides. Have some fun. It is not a fair. It is a festival, and it is free. It's all the F things that you love when you need something to do with the kids. It's the Family Harvest Festival here at the PD State Farmers Market. That's not easy to say, but it is easy to do. That's a lot of fun times. I'm going to tink that in the water, and let's spin this around back to where we started. And let's see what we're looking at. Not quite ready. Ugh. It is not quite ready, but it's going to get there. But look how beautiful, top to bottom, that cabinet is. Look at that. Y'all, that's some serious paint right there. What you see here that's lighter colored is where it's not dry, so we're not going to touch it. I see some spots here where we didn't get all of our coverage, so we'll cover those up. We'll do that. In the meantime, get you some wheat field. The color of the week this week is rustic clay, and there is a free with purchase offer that escapes me at this moment, but I'll post it up here in just a little while. While this is drying, I'll be posting. Did I get your picture? When did you send it, Sharon? I may or may not have. Sharon is working on an experiment with the power primer also, so we need to take a look and see. Let me see when she sent it. Dun, dun, dun. Sharon. Did you email or text it? Because I don't see you on text. Becky sent me a, oh, I love it. Becky sent me a text. She's so cool. Look at this rustic pumpkin. I love that. You sent it by messenger? Okay. I'll take a look then and see. You know, with my personal Facebook mess that I have with Meta, sometimes I get messenger, sometimes I don't, but I'll look when I get done here because I've got to switch accounts in order to do that. Wheat field, it's what's for breakfast this morning. Look how pretty that is as it's drying. And when we add our bronze accents to our marigold and our linen with this, what is that going to look like? Amazing. That's what it's going to look like. All right, y'all. I'm Diane Pruitt, not in the studio, but in the store at Two Girls Treasure, simply because we've got to get this baby painted. We sold our paint display cabinets. I got to fix that. Come see us at Two Girls Treasure. Forgive the mess in the Rethunk Junk Paint department. Get ready for an amazing Iron Orchid Design release party here in the studio that is nearing completion. Remodeled and fabulous. And get ready for the Family Harvest Festival at the PD State Farmers Market this Saturday, 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. It is also Save on Saturday, fabulous deals, dollar deals, $10 deals, $1,000, no, just kidding. We will have some fantastic deals for you. Pumpkin painting for the children out on the front yard, and lots of games and prizes and activities for the kids all throughout the market. You don't want to miss it. 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Pumpkin painting while supplies last. And if you've ever been here for our pumpkin painting, it's one of the most fabulous events at the market, and we run out quickly. So get the kids up, get everybody dressed, throw them in the car, and get here to Two Girls Treasure. I'm Diane Pruitt, and I thank you for taking time to be here this morning. I'm going to continue to work on this. I'll share photos later. Have a wonderful and fabulously blessed day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow morning in the studio. Bye, y'all.